It is time for the thank you. Half hour, 45 minutes, hour. You'll be here until we tell you to leave. Yeah, we're going to pass it around the room. Everybody's going to thank all of the wonderful people who make this possible. And I am going to kick us off, and then we'll pass it around. I want to thank a couple individual people to start with. I want to thank Ashley for being around for this thing for 16 years with me. I love you. I want to thank Noi2222 for, as always, putting together our Dawn Guard game shows.
Yeah,
really appreciate it. No, I don't like that. That's terrible. Go back to why. That's terrible. I want to thank Pixel Riffs for giving us the outro, the recap music that only a small subset of you would get, but we loved it, so
that was
thank you.
such a good joke for like the 8 other people who got that joke.
Yeah, great. That's the Desert Bus way. I want to thank everybody here on stage. This is the organizing committee. If it wasn't for these people, if it wasn't for Johnny and Chris in broadcast and Paul, who's somehow awake and at home, I don't understand how he's awake, this couldn't happen. So thank you to all of these wonderful people. This is a heck of a weird thing that we have created. And finally, I want to thank all of you, because without you, this wouldn't exist. And I'm getting kind of tired of saying it's been a weird year.
But Desert Bus is 16 now, and it can get its own damn driver's license.
Yeah. I don't know what I was expecting from this year. Not to sound like an old adult person, but inflation's high. Things cost a lot of money. I didn't know what was going to happen, but that happened. $1.1 million. Thank you.
I was very
so
confused
much
when I woke up today.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I'm confused most days I wake up. Get on my confusion level, my dude.
You did that. You did that, chat.
So, thank you so much to everybody who tuned in, who told their friends, who donated, who made art or songs or poems. Every single one of you, this would not be possible if it wasn't for this amazing community that we have built up in these last 16 years, so thank you so much. All right, I'm going to pass it around the room. I think, Serge, you are up first, so you can kick us off here.
Hey, what up, everybody? I am Serge, and I have the privilege of leading the site volunteers and site manager team, of which we still weren't able to have a normal year as far as our department goes. So the first thing I want to do is say that there's a bunch of folk who still couldn't work this year, and that we miss you, and we hope you're well. I know a bunch of you have been watching and hanging out, so thank you. We did get to bring back 4 site managers this year who helped in a multitude of different ways. I want to give a shout out to Paxton in the mornings, Emily and Sarah in the afternoons, and Brett in the evenings. Y'all are amazing. I had a couple of sponsors who basically are the reason Desert Bus keeps moving, and that's Fernwood Coffee and Jaga Silk, basically giving us all that go juice that gets us through the day. Also the official sponsor of Coffee Pong.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I mean unofficial, let's be real. It's not actually. At no point do they, maybe we could talk to them and get like some more sweet stuff thrown in, so we'll see how that goes.
Prize money?
Oh God. You just want more money, I see how it is.
With jerseys, you can have hockey fights.
Oh my God, a good old Donnybrook? That's what Coffee Pong needs. Forget coffee, give me some Donnybrooks. I also want to say thank you very much to Child's Play for helping us set up DoorDash to feed volunteers who aren't just here. In years past, we've done catering so we can feed all the volunteers, but since we have a huge part of our team that's remote, we did DoorDash, and that gave us an opportunity to say a thank you to people who are working remote as well. Hopefully they got to treat themselves to some nice nosh throughout the year. I have one final thing I want to touch on. I don't know how much I have shared this, but the after party has a sponsor. It actually has a group of sponsors, and they have prepared a letter for me, which is in much too small font. Dear Desert Bus for Hope team, We, the motley crew of adventurers, are proud to support you by sponsoring the Desert Bus for Hope 2022 After Party. Since having our assembled crafters produce food and ship it from Eorzea was not logistically viable, we are partnering with local Victoria eateries to provide the finest of, I don't know how to pronounce this, Thavnarian cuisine. We hope that it provides the comfort and sustenance to you need after a long week of raising funds for charity. Your work helps foster hope and joy in the hearts of so many around the globe, not just through the monetary value raised for charity monastery, it's very small, but in the very act of putting on this week-long escapade. We want you to know that your efforts won't just be felt this week, but for days to come, serving as a constant reminder for all of us to keep working for a more compassionate and better world. You serve as an example to all of us of what is possible in ways both grand and minute. We are proud to call you Warriors of Light. Sincerely, the underqualified unofficial Final Fantasy XIV Lure Guild Free Company.
I forgot their name was undersqualified.
The Spirit Bridges, the unofficial Yeasbird Games Free Company, and Patat, the unofficial Sugar Shot Free Company. So the Final Fantasy XIV crew representing.
I can see Julie in the monitor.
Yeah, I don't know what's more niche. Our pixel riff for this moment right now. So,
Double Alex.
I'm setting Warrior of Light to my list of titles.
That's going on the business card.
so there you have it. All right, that c'est moi, my friends.
All right, Andrew.
Hi, friends. Hello. I'm Andrew Ferguson, the comms lead for Desert Bus, and I'm here to thank some folks on my team. I would like to start off by thanking one of our remote volunteers, Dan Wu, over on PR, helping us handle any kind of public relations, media contacts, interviews, that kind of thing. I would like to thank Colin on the photos. Woo! Very happy to have you back. And very happy to have you joined by Jason, helping out on the photos as well this year.
Jason!
Over on Dawn Guard, I want to thank Az on the blog and Kelly on social media. Yeah. On Alpha Flight, I would like to thank Tim on the blog and TQ on social media. On Night Watch, I would like to thank Julie on social media and Soraya on the blog. And on Zeta Shift, I would like to thank Matthews on the blog and PJ on social media.
Yeah!
Thank you, friends. I also want to do special shout out to PJ as my new deputy comms director, taking on a little more responsibility in helping me run the department.
Yeah.
And comms wouldn't be possible without the hard work put in by previous team leads, such as Jordan, Ash, and Kara. So thank you to them. Thank you very much to Rain, Yana, and every single one of the garages. Thank you to Coyote Wall for performing. And then this section is just labeled everyone from my inbox. So thank you to V and everyone over at Codename Entertainment for the Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realm codes that we were able to share out.
Those codes are still good.
Those codes are still good. Find them on our Twitter. I'd like to shout out Jen Kachansky. I'd like to shout out Reed and John and everyone over at Fangamer. I would like to thank the fine staff at Commercial Framing in Vancouver for helping me get that uncut sheet of magic that was mounted to foam core properly packed up. I would also like to thank all of my co-organizers here in this room. And as always, I would love to thank my partners, Sarah and Sandra. I have another small team that I lead, but it's later in the doc, I guess. So right now, I'm going to hand things over to Johnny in engineering.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, so I'm Johnny. Okay, we good, Ben?
We can hear
We're
it.
good.
Awesome. I'm the broadcast lead. So we're responsible for all the elements of technology that are about broadcasting the stream out. We have a team. Our team grew to the biggest it's ever been, including myself. It's 10 people this year, so it's way bigger than it has been before. And broadcast is not just the show itself, it's a bunch of lead up to the show as well, and I want to thank everyone that was able to come in early to help set everything up for the show and build this, the most complex Desert Bus we've ever tried to put on. So I want to thank Sarah, a longtime broadcaster who, for the first time ever, was a director on Zeta. Thank you so much for stepping into that, Sarah. I want to thank Jen as a Zeta producer, but also the amazing animation work that she did throughout the run. I want to thank Boomer for her work on Dawn Guard and her amazing help to get the telepresence robot working this year. Thank you so much, Boomer. Sean, also on Dawn Guard, who had to deal with a lot of the complex demands of all of the game shows on Dawn Guard and did so without complaint. Thank you so much, Sean. You did great. I want to thank Map, who is by far traveled the farthest for Desert Bus, all the way from Berlin, Germany, and who has just been a rock on our team and is doing great work on Alpha Flight again this year. Thanks so much for all your help, both before and during the run, Map. I want to thank Joe, who is just slightly off camera over there. Joe has done amazing software development for us a couple of years ago so that we could get Desert Bus to work when we were all far apart from each other. We've still relied on a lot of that technology, and Joe has kept it up and running. And as he was quick to remind me, it has not failed this year. It has not failed yet. Thank you so much, Joe. And also for your...
Don't jinx it, Johnny. We're the last minutes around.
Yeah, it's not over yet.
Also, I want to say this year we didn't have to do it, but we had like 3 contingency plans for massive failures, which is nothing we've ever really done before. Usually we just solve things as they go. So maybe something, maybe I'll jinx it. We'll have to pull up one of those plans.
I'd rather just go home.
You would just turn it off. I want to thank Corey for your depth of expertise and your huge asset to Night Watch. Thank you so much, Corey. Corey's just off camera. No, he's on camera. He's just in the dark. Thank you so much, Corey.
You missed Orange Cassidy. He was just here.
I also want to thank Ben for his amazing work, not only in doing a great job on Night Watch, but just all the stuff he does for us before the show even starts with audio and lighting. Your skill set is so integral to making sure Desert Bus works. Thanks so much, Ben.
Yay!
Thank you.
I want to thank a returning person to Desert Bus who has helped on and off for the last few years, but his work schedule has often let him come out this way, but he is back again this year. I want a huge thanks. He's already been thanked by Andrew, but a lot of work that Jason did on our team as well, on the broadcast team, for advice and during setup and during the run, stepping in when someone wasn't well and had needed some coverage, but also the amazing video production he's done throughout the run. Just a great job. Thank you so much for all your hard work, Jason. Jason. Just have a few quick thanks, shout-outs to some companies that helped us with some technology. I want to thank Steve Seguin at OBS, Video.Ninja, Vancouver Island University for a bunch of equipment that they give us, Elgato, who gave us a bunch of equipment over the years, and we're still using a lot of the equipment they've given us, Rogue Amoeba for software that we use, Shaw TV for reams and reams of coaxial cable that we needed to make this work, and came up with at the last minute so that we could do that. That was great. Thank you so much, Shaw. And I lastly want to thank my wife, Tammy, who makes it so that I can do this all year round. Thank you so much, Tammy. And I'll throw it back to Erica.
Hello. Yay. My name is Erica. I'm the shipping and prizes coordinator for Desert Bus. I want to start off by thanking my small but mighty team of volunteers, Ashley, Joe, and Alex. All 3 of them are veteran shippers at this point, and I would not be able to do this without their help at all. They are absolutely amazing and my rocks, and the department runs so smoothly as it does because of them. I wanted to also thank PMC, the company that does our prize fulfillment. They ship the vast majority of the prizes that we have. Specifically, I want to thank Sonia, Virginia, and Lauren for not only handling all of the stuff that is coming in, but also for all of the prize photos, for our corporate prizes that were taken there. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to Mike Buland for helping make sure our system and PMC's system work together, and that all of the stuff we have, that system that we have actually works.
Hi, Mike.
I wanted to thank all of the amazing craft-along participants that we have every year. You produce just the most amazing things, and like the prizes we have are astounding year after year, and it's because of all of the amazing work that you do. I also wanted to thank all of our corporate donors. We have some amazingly generous corporations that help us out. We had a bunch of new ones this year, and we have a bunch coming back every year, and I appreciate all of the support. It makes such a huge difference. I also wanted to give a quick thank you to all of the people who helped me write prize descriptions, because all of those corporate descriptions all prizes need a description. So as Dan, Emily, Julie, Matthews, and Soraya all lent a hand to write some of those descriptions, so thank you so much. And then I'm going to throw it over to Matt.
Matt.
Hi, I'm Matt Wiggins, and you may remember me as the organizer of guests as well as the entertainment volunteers that we feature this year. I'd like to thank this year, in alphabetical order, Andrew Ferguson.
Hey.
And Ashton Cummings.
Hey. That's me.
And Beej Derry.
B.
And,
Why?
and Cameron Louder.
Yay.
And Carrie Floyd.
Yay.
And Coriander Dickinson.
Yay.
And Erica Cole.
Yay.
And Graham Stark.
Yay.
And Ian Horner.
Yay.
And Jacob Burgess.
Yay.
And James Turner.
Yay.
And Jordan Hopkins.
Yay.
And Kate Watt.
Yay.
And Kathleen DeVere.
Yay.
And Liz Smith.
Yay.
And Mikey Newman.
Yay.
And Paul Saunders.
Yay.
And Serge Yeager.
Yay.
They were your entertainment volunteers this year, and they all did a fabulous job. So thank you very much, everybody, for being so entertaining. Additionally, we had a number of call-in guests this year. We had, again, in alphabetical order, we had Ken Stacy call in this year. We had Laser call in this year. We had Molly Lewis call in this year. We had Sungwon Cho call in this year. We had Travis Erickson call in this year. And we had Victoria Tran call in this year. So thank you very much to our wonderful guests for adding a little bit of extra flavor to this Desert Bus. It was great. Thank you also to Child's Play. I know a bunch of you were in chat, supporting Travis when he called in, so thank you very much for that. Additionally, I would like to thank Tiara Eakin for helping to coordinate Mikey's trip to come visit us and join us as a volunteer this year. I would also like to thank my partner Meg and my puppy Maple. Thank you, Meg. Thank you, Maple. Meg, you let me do this every year, and Maple, you are our new
dog.
you're a dog.
You're perfect.
You're perfect. I love you both. So thank you very much. And finally, as one last thank you, I would like to say thank you to Jax. I don't have an update on the status of Jax at the moment, but I just wanted to thank Jax for having been a part of this community over the years, for being a part of our various communities, for being a viewer, a participant in Desert Bus, and all around a cool person. Jax has supported us through the years, and so I guess this is sort of dedicating this Desert Bus to Jax. Thank you.
Thank you, Jax.
Thanks, Jax.
Thank you, Jax.
So with that, I am going to pass off to... oh, sorry. I have forgotten one. I would also like to thank the Longest Johns, who we tried desperately to include as a part of this run this year, but they just... Every time they tried to record a musical session, it didn't work out. So they're very much looking forward to coming back and having a musical session next year. But they were unfortunately unable to make it work this year. But thank you very much to the Longest Johns for trying. And with that, I will pass off to Ashton and Chris.
Hey. I have a lot of people to thank, so I will try and go quickly here. First off, Mike, give me a cut to engineering camp. My longtime partner, Christopher Fuji Gamble.
Get thanked on.
Sucker.
Thank you.
Take that.
That is the face of a person getting thanked.
As Chris is the easiest partner to work with that anybody could ask for, and I love him dearly, and it's a pleasure to work with him on this stuff every year just because it's so much fun. Mike, I want to thank. Mike Booland is our overnight tech support person so that Chris and I can sleep overnight. Mike covers all of the technical issues that might arise overnight. So Zeta's not left out in the lurch so that if something falls over, it doesn't bring the whole show to a stop and I have to be paged and wake up in the middle of the night. So I appreciate being able to sleep. So thank you, Mike. Tim, who's one of our comms volunteers, but has also put in a ton of work this year on the coding side for the website and associated things. And I'm hoping that we can show a lot more of that off next year. We're making the bus more reliable for the future. Finally getting rid of all of our old technology. So that'll be cool. So I'm looking forward to that next year. Your moderators, they're in chat right now. They're always in chat.
Mod Squad.
Mod Squad. Thank you so much for all that you do. It's a pleasure every year. It's an honor to work with every one of you. Checkaber. You all make it easy to run an event like this without any negative outside influence that makes it the positive and loving place that it is. So I'm going to run through all the names here quickly. Dix is usually our scheduler, coordinator, lead moderator. He had to step back a little bit this year due to some work stuff that he couldn't get out of some scheduling conflicts. His lovely wife, the Sub-Ocean, Lindsay, was able to step up and take over a lot of those responsibilities for this year. So thank you, Dix, and thank you, Lindsay. Also with a new Babbo that they've been dealing with. So
Fresh mod.
They posted some photos with baby's first moderation. It was great. So I'm gonna go through the other mods here. Addy Pie, Admiral Mamo, Amative 1, Anubis 169, Arclight Dynamo, Caffeinated Lemur, Campwear Hats, Defrost, new mod director Stephanie. Hey Stephanie. Fox Mar, GD Warble, Kenoki 2, Chris 365, Lydia Tarka, Lamower, Omega Laron, Mr. Flip, R. Lopez 10, Raven, Rebellious Uno, Sarah Serinde, Suffix, and TXC 2. Thank you so much.
Thank you, mods.
I also love that we celebrated the mods by spamming emotes and the word mods over and over, as is tradition.
But no more than 7.
No more than 7.
F's in chats for the mods.
Oh man, I remember the mods. They were great. The VST this year had 69 nice members.
Nice.
So we're going to be...
many people.
It's so many people.
You gonna read them all?
I'm going to read them all.
All right.
Read it.
Gotta read them all. VST. So for our VST hardware and software providers this year, we have Anubis 169, Crusher, DLM Suite, Ekim, Elemental Alchemist, Hub, He9, Ryson, and Sokar. Our shift supervisors and sometimes editors are Bariadite, Katiri, Crusher, Fireflower, Kid Roar, Rubik Darkwill, Tired Niall, Zelda Zack. Our VST Supercut editors are Elemental Alchemist and Rubik Darkwill. Our VST video editors are Amative 1, Bariadite, Blaine, also known as Brainstew, Booper of Honks, Dicey, Ekim Hub, Jace Greywool, Moatman, Rar. I always love reading Rar's name every year, so thank you for that. Sansa Mids Madness, Sokar, and Steam Castle. our morning game shows, Noi2222, who we have already thanked. Thank you. Secret projects. That's all it tells me. I don't know what they're proud of, but Angel, thank you for secretly doing projects. On-demand thumbnail artist and Minecraft spy, HP Braincase. Thank you for that time lapse, I'm assuming. Twitch account operators, Annie Laurel, Ikim, Tel Nayor, Tired Niall, and Starlit Ghost. And now your spreadsheeters. This is the big one.
Spreadsheet.
Two Steps, Admiral Matt, Amethy, Animer, Ask Who, Astronauta, Build the Cat, Blastegg, Blue DV1, Bubba0077, Busted, Captain Spam, Chiming Fish, Dobby Crockett. That's a good name. It took me a sec there. Failey. Sorry, some of these phonetic pronunciations are like this name, so it takes me a second to parse. Ivia, Joe Anastastic, Caleb, Lady Iluras, Lord Zorano, Miark, good? Nathade, okay, we live here now. Reptile, that's what this one says, said very fast, okay, we live here now. Reptile, Pine the Penguin, Ryson, Ruck Doc, Sam Wise P86, Smith Kurazaki, Snow Cookies, Tantasa, The Green Monster 450, Thuya Streams, TSP 397, Sunlight, Vein Fire, Woken Click, Wolfstrike NL, and Rexadecimal. Thank you to all of these tiers. I'm sorry I butchered some of your names. I'm sure I did, but thank you so much.
I can't believe that something that I don't even remember which Desert Bus it was, but that I just I very off the cuff made up. That I was like, hey, I need some people to. We'll call, you know what? We'll call it a video strike.
Video strike team, sure.
And now it's
69 people.
Nice.
There were so many lines in that spreadsheet. I have a list of number ones that I will cover at the end with our stats, but Sokar sent me some stuff. And finally, on a personal note, my partner Kara, who used to, Andrew already mentioned, used to handle our comms team. I love you so much. Thank you for letting me do this every year. This is my favorite thing to do all year. I get to hang out with a bunch of my friends and raise money for children. And I am beyond happy to finally be back in person. So thank you, chat, for making this number so big. While we get to do stupid goofs for you. Thank you. Next is Beach.
I also thank this guy's great wife.
Beach, 1 sec. Your mic is probably muted because I clicked the mute button on the bottom.
It was fine.
It wasn't?
Of course it was.
Yeah. Hey, pretty kitties, join me on the floor.
Oh,
we're doing it down here now. Oh.
Yeah.
I got nothing left in me, so you got to get it from here.
I'll get the masking tape again.
Merch has been lovely, and thank you all for buying stuff. But you got to know there's other people who are also involved with this, and I want to start off with Fangamer as well. The whole crew at Fangamer have been great at and very ahead of the game.
Reed, John, Charlie, thank you.
And so thank you to them for helping to make the shirt again happen, and the shirt again looks fantastic. I also want to thank PMC too, because Sonia and Lauren and everyone else involved there have worked very hard with helping us coordinate merch and make sure that you guys get your merch as fast as possible. I hope you guys are still getting stuff. It's been a lot of fun working with them to make that happen. I want to also thank Steven Dangler for designing and providing methods by which he's donating the gold doubloons and having the designs ready and everything, and managing that whole process to get the silver doubloons for us as well. Steve. And so, Steve, that's great. Thank you so much for doing all of that, taking point on all those things. We really appreciate your generosity. And I want to thank M, who Herculean effort this year. M, with the poster. Thank you for continue to provide us with updates throughout the run. Maybe there'll be more, maybe there won't. I don't know. The poster is always a mystery until you guys receive it. So I'm looking forward to seeing how it's going to end up as well, and we're looking forward. We got a point.
Do we get a point?
Let's go!
Nice.
Amazing.
And I also want to thank my beautiful and talented and very caring and patient, let's not forget that, wife Heather, for everything she did this year to help me get through and over the hump to get to the end of this thing. I love you dearly. I cannot wait to come home and have a nap and basically ignore you. I will turn this over to whoever came next in the list.
We got
It's
Andrew.
me again. Because I'm also the lead for the RDP team. So I want to thank Jordan and Ben for working with me on the playlist every year, as always. I'd like to thank Ian for his work on the hardware button. Thank you very much. I'd like to thank Ekim, and Kateri over on the VST for providing the cutter script and for actually cutting all the RDPs on YouTube. And I'd like to thank Fuji for all the magical overlay tech that makes this work and putting up with my incessant requests for updates on what's fired and what hasn't. I'd like to thank Wrinkles. Good
job, Wrinkles.
Can we get a round of applause for Chris for all of the
overlay goofs
that he did this year?
Yeah.
Great job, buddy.
Unrelated to the RDP, but I realized I forgot them earlier. I want to thank Meg as well for helping look after my pets while I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
I want to thank everybody that I forgot. So that just covers everything else.
Can you thank everybody that we forgot?
I'd like to thank everybody that everybody else forgot.
And I wanted my own, actually.
Yeah, I got one. We'll go around. We'll get it.
I've got two brief things before I throw it over to Graham here, which is if you'd like to know any more about any of the folks who run this thing, either here on stage or as part of our volunteer team, there's information over on desertbus.org. People have shared their social media or Twitch or whatever, and then they feel comfortable with. If you saw somebody you're a fan of, go give them a follow. And the second thing I want to point out about the website is that because we're more than an hour past the end time, the stream is actually no longer broadcasting on desertbus.org. We're only on twitch.tv/desertbus now, because it just auto turns off.
Hey, shout out to Ian in the bus stop.
How long
can you stay there for?
I don't know. I think we should find. I'm timing, so let's find out.
All right.
And with that, I will send it over to Graham.
Yeah, thank you. I'm only really, strictly speaking, in in charge of a very small department of the stage friends, and even so, this year actually Andrew handled most of that for me, which I appreciate because for various reasons. I do have a mic.
We crashed.
And
we crashed.
It's on. I am on mic 7.
Oh, we did crash.
So it does take a few.
Interesting. Well,
We're just
now we
stopping
know.
at the bus. Stop.
Anyway, sure. Okay, cool. All right, we're good. Great. So I'm only really sort of in charge of the stage friend department, and in this year, actually, Andrew did a lot of that work for me, so I super appreciate that, Andrew. But I want to shout out to Matt Griffiths and Max for doing the wonderful work of stage friending on Alpha Flight and Night Watch. Thank you both so much.
Stage friends.
And that's sort of it in terms of volunteers and folks here, but on a personal note, I hope that they managed to make it home in time after dropping me off to watch this. My parents have been a huge help all week and are still presently at this moment being a huge help. So I really, really appreciate that. I want to also, I know that you're also on the OC, but I want to say thank you to Kathleen, because this week's a juggle fest for us, and it's I appreciate you. And on a personal note, I don't think any of them are watching, or even actually maybe that one guy who runs the pet scans is watching. Yeah. But I just wanted to give a shout out to everybody at BC Cancer because boy. Everything went surprisingly well considering, and thanks everybody there. It was a pleasure considering. So, thank you all.
Kathleen.
Hey, I want to say, I know he's already been partially thanked for it and thanked for a couple other things, but I'd really like to extend a big shout out to Jason, who came up here and was responsible for so much of the video work. Like Alpha Flight, our intro and outro videos were done with him, and he did so many great things for Night Watch, and just really helping out with the level of video production, like Teen Girls on the Street, which he went out and filmed with me. It's like we went out and did that during the run. He made himself so available, and I want to say thank you so much, because that contributed so much to the smooth operation of the run and to everyone's enjoyment of getting to make fun goofs together. So thank you so much, Jason.
Yay!
Thank you, Jason.
Do we get to see the blooper reel yet?
Yeah.
Yes, Jason has prepared a blooper reel.
Awesome, excellent.
We'll watch it later.
Yeah.
I want to thank Dale Friesen, who came in and called in. I don't know why I'm getting sad.
No, because it's an emotional day.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got you.
Oh no.
Spoilers, he doesn't.
Thank you, perfect. All right. Dale for helping to run D&D, and for giving us...
Thanks, Ben.
Awesome. All right. Dale, thank you so much for running D&D. Things off with you, and for putting so much work into having that wonderful bespoke setting and all the backgrounds, and just getting to do that fun thing with you. And I know we were cutting down on the amount of people we had this year, and we missed everyone who couldn't be here in person. And I want to say a special thank you to my daughter Penelope, and Graham's daughter too. Our daughter Penelope.
I didn't want you to find out like this.
This is Desert Bus is always a very busy time of year for her, because her birthday is literally like 2 days before Desert Bus, and she always gets her birthday party after Desert Bus, and she's always really, really understanding of that, and she's been very good and sweet and helpful and kind all this week, and understood that we were busy, and has just been really wonderful and supportive. So thank you, Penelope.
Thank you, Penelope.
Thank you, Penelope.
All right. Ian, did you have anything that you want to say?
Nope.
Paul, is there anything that you would like to say?
Thanks to everybody on Zeta who made me feel very welcome.
Yay!
Ships.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
All right, let's quickly go around the room, because I'm sure things were forgotten. I'll start. I want to thank all of the wonderful people who played on the Minecraft server this week.
Dawncraft!
Dawncraft, it was once again amazing. I really look forward to seeing what happens again next year. I also wanted to give a big shout out to Ernie Hudson for my legal defense. Thanks, Ernie.
Yeah. Keep on busting.
Who else missed something? Sir.
I would like to say that in no way did I actually miss this. I just wanted to save the best for last and say, Joe, I love you very much. Thank you for getting up at 4:30 in the morning with me and making coffee while I'm in the shower. I honestly couldn't do this without you, and I definitely didn't forget.
I remember.
Erica already thanked Joe.
Yeah. I didn't want to take Erica's bit first, of course.
Exactly.
Of course.
Yeah. Beach?
Yes, awesome. In other years, generally a lot of the merch design is accomplished by Graham and of course other people as well. And this year I wanted to thank Ian Horner for a beautiful design of his bespoke button that made it to that pin. So when you're receiving those, I'll have his name on the back. So congratulations, Ian. You sold a lot of pins.
Andrew?
They may have already been covered, I can't remember, but I just want to do it just in case. I want to extend a special thanks to the Desert Bus volunteers who weren't able to participate in person or remotely because of everything that's going on with the Panini. So the folks who are part of this event, but who've just been at home watching this week, thank you very much.
You're part of this in spirit.
Yes, we appreciate you, and we appreciate your patience as the thing continues.
All right.
I just wanted to very quickly thank all of the breweries who gave us beer.
Yeah!
And thank you to Brett for bringing into us for Alpha Flight. Yeah. So thank you. I don't have a full list of all of them here, but thank you to everybody all of the reps who organized that. We really appreciate it. That was fantastic.
Yeah. And thank you to Brett's trunk for being seemingly bottomless.
I'm still digging.
Yeah.
All right.
I think there's one last one. James, you got it?
What's the last one?
The last people that we want to thank
are you.
The donors, the viewers.
Yeah.
Everybody out there who has donated, spoken in chat, watched even a couple of seconds of Desert Buzz. Thank you. You are what makes this possible. You are what makes that possible. And you are what gives us the energy to do this for 160 whatever hours.
Like an internet spirit bomb.
Yeah.